I was reading it all started with a knock on the door, and your dad
Correct. Yeah.
and your dad answered. Yeah, I mean, give me a little bit of a background of how you got
Yeah.
into acting and stuff.
Well, that was it. I mean, it was, does your son want to be in a film? And as I said, I didn't know what a film was in 1940, 48, was it? Yes.
Yeah.
I hadn't been to the pictures. We didn't have television, obviously. It was radio, radio and books. So I'd go to a film, be a film. Yes, I'd heard what there were films, but I didn't know what they were. So I went off and did this day or two. I think 2 days filming on this thing, and I was hooked. It was extraordinary. I got into that Denham studio. I remember it, Denham. I didn't remember it's Denham. I had to look it up. Which you don't remember things like that as a kid. And it was this amazing feeling. As it must have been about 10 of us, maybe 12. I don't know. Kids. We all went in a small coach to go to the studios. I didn't know these kids. These kids had done filming before, so they were professionals, And there was a new boy doing this extra work in a classroom. I had no idea what I was going to do, what it was all about, not a clue. And my word, the atmosphere, the whole thing, the size of it was just brilliant. I was hooked, and I did a lot more of those sort of things for quite a while. I occasionally got the odd line in something, but I was just doing basically extra. I was just loving it, and earning 10 bob a day. That's what I got paid, 50 pence a day.
Yeah, and you say in the book that your mum did a bit of amateur dramatics. Was
Yes.
there any other sort of acting in your family? Did
No,
anybody else?
No. Well, I say no. My dad's sister, Joyce, she used to go do dancing at this stage school, Corona. And it was through them that I got this call. So it was either Joyce had said that my brother Norman's got a son. If you want to get, I never ever found out how and why this man knocked on our door. But there you go. But it was all to do with Corona Academy, and they had an agency. And eventually, I joined the agency, and I eventually went to the school and studied drama and everything, and carried on from there.
I got to know you obviously watching The Bill, and you were playing Sgt Alec Peters. That's right.
Correct. Well done. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, and it's funny because you were such a memorable character because your back was worse than your bite in The Bill sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yes, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, then after seeing you in lots of episodes of The Bill, because I'm a big fan of all the old movies and stuff, and all of a sudden I think, hang on a minute, that's Larry Dann from The Bill. So I then sort of cottoned onto your earlier film career that way, so to speak. You were appearing in films with Norman Wisdom, and you even did an early Carry On as well, didn't you?
Yes, indeed. Oh, yes. I think I can honestly say from when I did that first one in 1948. I've probably been in over 100 films, but I have, you searched to find me in the background. You know what I mean? A lot of that early stuff was, yes.
Yeah, and I suppose it's a thing though, especially doing something like the Carry On films. You've probably had a lot of letters about those over the years. I remember speaking to Bill Pertwee from Dad's Army many years ago, and he did a few Carry On films, and he said he could barely ever remember being in them, and because obviously he says as a job in acting, you do them between other jobs and stuff.
That's right.
What was that like? Was it like that for you a bit? Or did you get a bit?
No, I remember a lot about them. I remember them because I was only in 4. But I remember the first one, Carry On Teacher. I think I was 17 at the time. And a lot of kids from Corona were in that full time. And a lot of them had nice parts playing. I mean, Richard O'Sullivan, a good mate of mine, and Paul Cole and Roy Hines and people like that. They had parts, and I wasn't in the film. I was at Corona. I was a student at Corona, and these other buggers were going off filming, and I didn't get anything in it. I didn't even audition for it. But then I got a call. Agent said that Jerry Thomas wants you to come in and do a scene for him. I thought, yeah, so I did. So I came in and did this scene in the classroom, the classroom scene. I put my hand up to go to the toilet when was it Ted Ray thought I was going to answer the question, and I wasn't. That was it. And I did that. That's all I did. You see, and all my mates. I went home and thought, that's the lucky buggers. They're going in the following day to do all this work. And then I got another call. They wanted me to come back and do something else. Obviously, I made an impression doing my hand up and whatever. and I did the drumming thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you say that scene ended up on the cutting room floor, or did?
That's the end of the scene. Yeah, it was great because I was just doing stupid boy on the timpani. You know, that's
yeah.
right. And the Romeo and Juliet was going on the stage, and everything was falling apart and whatever. And what's his name? Charles Hawtrey was trying to conduct us, and then suddenly we went into a jazz thing, and they all started playing jazz. And I was now on a big drum set. I could drum a bit. I mean, I was a bit of play keyboards and things. So so I did this drum. Jerry asked me to do a drum solo and smash the thing. You know, do a early punk thing and just smash things up. And it was really good because I was so pleased. I'm not just blowing my trumpet because I don't like doing that. But when I finished that shot, the whole studio applauded me.
Yeah.
A round of applause. Only time in my life I got a round of applause in the studio.
Yeah.
I remember Leslie Phillips coming up to me saying, "That was very good, boy. Yeah, very good. You're very good." I was made. You know, that, and because of that, eventually Jerry Thomas asked me to do some more later on.
You obviously got to know Kenneth Williams a bit as well, didn't you?
Yeah, we got on quite well. Yes, yes.
Because it's interesting. You read a lot about Kenneth Williams these days, and there's a lot of things where people say things that he wasn't a very pleasant person in real life and whatever. But I don't get that from what you read.
Well, he was very nice to me. Very well. But I mean, I heard stories. He could be bitchy to people if he, you know, if you rubbed him up the wrong way or something. Oh, I didn't, you know, we just chatted about things. Yeah. He liked to talk about other things. Well, all that rubbish that he used to do. That wasn't him, you know.
No,
like a lot of those guys.